Yo, what's going on? I'm Jacques Slade, and right now you're watching Taboo's Comics and Kicks. It's comics and kicks, not just one or the other. It's both of them. This is probably too long for a drop, but you're still watching, so you should just start watching the pod now. Hit play.
Jacques Cousteau, do say go. My hydrophobia is low. Meanwhile, Tab running to a Congo. Hip hop chicks, smile roots, dig it. Spastic front, elastic wheels. You Elroy, jump for joy. Don't be coy, little boy. The shade's hot, a giant robot. That was like my first rap.
I love that.
That was little teenage rap. Welcome everybody. Hola amigos. This is another great episode of Taboo's Comics and Kicks. And man, when I tell you I'm in straight geek mode, when we're talking about sneaker culture, when we're talking about his work as, I don't even call him a YouTube star. I call him a curator of sneaker culture. This man is from Pacoima, California. He started his channel in 2006, known for posting dope videos about sneakers and his love for our culture. His videos have earned more than 232 million views. 232 million views around our beautiful sneaker culture. A storyteller for footwear, golf, tech, basketball, host for Hard Pass and PGA Tours The Cut. He's not only an influential person on the screen, but also just for his backstory. Speaking to him, learning about his musical past, learning about the intersections of having the same manager at one time. The man that I'm talking about is my good friend and inspiration. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Jacques Slade.
Oh, man. That is, I will take that intro any day of the week.
Let's go.
Any day of the week. And to be fair, let's level set here. I am a fan here, and I've wanted to meet you for years, especially, considering we had the same manager at one point. I never had a chance to meet you. I got to meet Will once, played some music for him, but I always wanted to meet you as well, and just never really had the opportunity. So this is like one of those full circle moments for me as when I was hustling and grinding, especially trying, how it is trying to make it in the music space, performing and writing and late night studio sessions. It's like, this is kind of one of those moments. It's like, wow, this is somebody that I looked up to back then, as okay, this is where I want to get to. I want to get to where he is. And now to be able to sit here with you and to talk to you, it's just unreal to me.
Thank you, bro. Let's before we get to this amazing magical world that you have been a pioneer and a champion for many years, let's talk about your humble beginnings and how your music got sparked. Who were the artists that inspired you to rap?
Oh gosh. Really it was gift to get. Really it started with my cousin. So when I was young, I idolized my cousin and his friends because they played basketball and I wanted to be a basketball player. And he was on varsity in high school. And so, when you're a kid and your older cousin's on varsity, it's he's the guy. Yeah. He's the guy. So we wanted to be like him, and his friends, they would mess around rapping. And so I remember he brought home The Chronic for us to listen to. What we probably shouldn't have been listening to back then. Dr. Dre, but we listened to it. And then my uncle found out we were into music. And so the way he found out is because we would listen, me and my younger cousin that we're the same age, we would write down the lyrics to songs on the radio. So a song would come on the radio and we would listen to and find out as much as we could. And then we would start writing down, and then we would just kind of perform for each other. And so my uncle came in and he saw that and he was like, why don't you guys just make your own songs? Why are you writing, doing somebody else's songs? And so we started writing our own songs then. And then he put us in the studio. He got us a studio, and it was funny enough at the Boys and Girls Club in Pacoima. One of the directors there had a small studio in one of the rooms there,
a makeshift studio,
studio. And so we went there and we recorded our first song back then. And then it just kind of grew from there. So Gift to Gab, we would go down to LA and to go to The Good Life and just watch Project Blow. Yeah, and we would just watch and watch all those guys rapped. And so that really kind of started to spark the energy, and it just grew from there to guys like Chino XL and obviously Tupac. Yes, rest in peace, Chino XL. All of those guys really just fed that creative spirit in me, and I just kind of just grew from there.
Yeah, you know, it's funny that you say Chino XL. He was actually a really good comic book writer.
Oh, really?
He was, man, and he actually wrote a comic, kind of invested in it, and was putting out a series. But then he passed away.
Oh,
So I'm not too familiar or sure if he was able to see that out, like the comic series that he was creating. But it was based around him as a superhero. So I just want to send my love to his family and, you know, all the people that were inspired by Chino XL. He's one of the dopest Boricuas, dope Puerto Rican kid from New York. And he just inspired all of us, you know, in hip hop culture.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. His wordplay just blew me away. Like he was saying things and phrasing them. And like, he was just finding like these pockets that I just was like, oh, I never thought about like phrasing something that way or rhyming in that sort of way or relating those two things to each other.
Yeah.
It was just like that. And then him and like in Gift of Gab just were like, their wordplay was just so incredible back, you know, it just sparks that creativity of like, okay, I can play with this more than I have. I can rearrange this. I can, you know, do a pocket here. I can do a different rhyme structure. Just like it really pushed me and my cousins to really like find ourselves in the music and find ourselves in the lyrics. So it was great. It was awesome. I love that time.
We talk about hip hop and the pioneers and just MCs as superheroes. When we're kids, we're watching these heroes on television. For me, I'm a B-boy, so I watch B-boys or breakers from the 80s that were rocking, you know, predominantly the Rocksteady crew in New York. Shout out to Crazy Legs and all the crew. And then you start getting older and you start saying like, who are my top 5? Who are my top superheroes that are MCs? So I ask you that question. Who's your top 5 MCs?
My top, that's such a challenging question because I think as a musician, like you love people for different reasons, you know what I mean? Sure. It's like different reasons why. So, I mean, if I had to like name like 5, I think Pac just stands out. And again, not because he's like this crazy lyricist, but the way that he told stories and the way that the passionate way that he told those stories through his music, it just that resonated with me. 3 Stacks, I think.
Andre 3000.
Yeah, Andre 3000 is like it's funny. Like I'm such a 3 Stack fan. I was in New York at a restaurant and he was in the same restaurant and I was with some people and they was like, oh, that's Andre. And there's like, they knew I was a fan. And it was like, do you want to go meet? Let's go say hi. And I didn't want to break that ceiling. I didn't want to break the glass on that yet. And I wanted to kind of keep my distance because I am such a fan. Like I didn't want anything to ruin it. You know what I mean? So I was like, I will keep my distance from like literally like we had to walk past him to get out one of the exits. I literally just went out the other exit. Like I didn't even want to like be close to him just because I wanted to keep that whatever the illusion is that I have of him inside my head. I wanted to maintain that. I didn't want anything to break that.
It's funny that we have that, right? Because I feel that same thing. Like even though I'm in the music business, like I'm still a fan first and foremost. And sometimes I think like, yo, what if they're having a bad day and I'm like catch them on a bad day and then it ruins my like, I just got my inner kid just got destroyed.
Yep.
Okay, so Pac 3 Stacks.
Pac 3 Stacks. I think Jay, just because of his longevity, it's hard to deny anything that he's done. Just the way that he's navigated the space as a businessman. I think that's inspiring for any musician. That's kind of a place you want to be. Let me see who else. Who would be number 4?
You got Pac, Andre, Jay.
Probably. Gosh, there's so many people that I want to go to. Probably Chino, I would just say, because he really forced me. He forced me to reframe how I thought about rhyme structure. Right. So probably 3 Stack. I mean, Chino XL, and then for the 5th one, this is such a hard question. Probably Nas.
Ooh,
probably Nas.
Classic.
Yeah, and I think there's so many other people I could throw in this conversation, but just off the top of my head,
heavy East Coast,
probably
heavy East Coast.
No Kendrick
from a guy from LA.
Kendrick?
Heavy East Coast.
No, I'm a Kendrick fan, but you know I feel like he's more
he's too new.
Kendrick is too new. He didn't have an effect on my musical growth. I will say And like those guys had a really huge impact on the growth of me musically.
I've been hearing Pac a lot. Like even Tommy said Pac.
That's the first question I asked you. Pac, you can come on the show.
So you're setting it up. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian is behind this Pac phenomenon. Every guest that I ask who your top MCs are, for some reason, Pac comes up number one.
Yeah, it's hard to deny Pac. I mean, but there's other guys. I mean, there's like M. Like it's hard to deny M. Like his wordplay is obviously insane, and like his structure and the pockets that he finds when he's rhyming are just incredible. Buster was one. Like I had an ex-girlfriend that also kind of helped push me to rhyme. I would like play songs for her. And she would always be like, yeah, that's good. I really love it. She's like, it's not good as Busta though. And I was like, oh, fuck.
The guy I give credit to that's in my top 5 is Stretch.
Stretch is dope.
Stretch is dope. Yeah.
He's one of the people that gets left out because he's in a group and he doesn't have like that mainstream fame as a solo artist, like an Eminem or a Pac, but Stretch is always in my top 5.
Same thing with Black Thought. Like Black Thought doesn't get that burn.
I have to put him up there in my top.
Yeah, he don't get that. He don't get the burn that he deserves. I mean, even guys like Rhyme Fest, like they're not huge, but like they're just like they're so dope. Like you just don't. They don't get that.
And like, honestly, if it wasn't for Rakim, there wouldn't be no Jay-Z. There wouldn't be no Nas. There wouldn't be no Biggie. Even Pac would probably be like Rakim, bro. Like that's the God Rakim.
Rakim's the God. Rakim.
You know, and he came at a time where he didn't have to curse.
Yeah.
If you listen to Rakim's verses, he ain't cursing. He just dropping knowledge and rhymes of like street culture, but also like braggadocio, MC type vibe. So,
and I've heard interviews where Pac talks about those guys, KRS-One.
Yeah,
like you could tell Pac knew his shit. He knew who the guys were.
Well, he was down with Digital Underground.
Digital Underground. Like, I mean, even like E40, just because of the way his language has infiltrated hip hop, and then even Will. Like, I have a rap line in the song. I was like, I'm not chasing after rappers. I'm chasing Will Smith. Because like it was like he did so much more than just music at the time. Like it just made it feel like okay.
Will's a goat. Don't get it twisted. Will's a goat.
I mean, for me, Brand New Funk is one of my favorite joints that he did. That was like a B-side. But then Summertime is a classic, bro. You put on Summertime anytime.
In the wintertime.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. You're gonna be singing summertime.
Yeah. It's like one of those. It's almost like an old school, like Parliament Funkadelic kind of song. It has that sort of that energy where it'll just like last forever. You can put on any Parliament Funkadelic song and it's like, oh, okay, that feels good. Like Will's feels good. That song, Summertime, just feels good like that.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I think of these MCs as superheroes. And because this show's about comic books, toys, collectibles, and sneaker culture, are you big on superheroes?
I like superheroes. I'm learning about them more. Obviously, the big Marvel phase that just happened kind of turned everyone into like a comic book nerd in a sense. Yeah. So I would say in that perspective.
Did you grow up with superheroes or cartoons that inspired you to be the person you are today?
I watched a lot of cartoons, but I don't know if they affected me that way. Like music was the vehicle of growth for me mostly. And I don't know where it came from, but I just remember music always like being the thing that resonated with me. I remember to get way too personal. So my mom was a victim of domestic violence, and there was this movie called The Burning Bed from like years ago, and I remember after that movie, like I wrote a song about domestic violence, and I was probably, I don't know, 8 or 9 or something like that. But like that movie and the songs that were in that movie, I was like, oh, you can write songs about that. And so like I wrote a song about that. So like that's kind of where, so I think music has always kind of been like that music and sports is probably more than comics and cartoons. Obviously I loved cartoons like everybody else, like, you know, Transformers and of course
Thundercats.
Thundercats.
Thundercats, let's go.
You know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like
anytime you get a Thundercat mention, you're going to make this man happy.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is that it was G.I. Joe, LJN wrestling or WWF wrestling before WWE and Thundercats. And for me, like that always brings me back to my nostalgia of when I was at home and I wasn't practicing, you know, breaking or popping or locking. I was watching my cartoons because I love the storytelling. Yeah. I love the different heroes and the different martial art disciplines. You know, Panthro had the nunchucks and then Chitara had the stick. Yeah. And it was just like, different disciplines that brought these warriors together. And then Voltron, 5 lions that came together. So that's always been my philosophy of how I can be part of a team that comes together to create magic. And that's how Black Eyed Peas was born. Yeah.
What's the magic you got on the table there, Tab?
Oh, so usually we play, we've never done this before, ladies and gentlemen. We've never had an amazing guru that is...
He's going to leave here on cloud fucking nine.
No. As my son says, you're glazing him, Dad. Yes. Yes.
It's mutual respect.
This man has set the tone for a lot of us sneakerheads, keeps us up to date with the latest drops, the information, from his golf advocacy and being part of the PGA to the NBA, all the things that he brings to the table with his knowledge and his information keeps us posted. So I brought 3 different variations. And each one of these variations has a special card in it. So you have to pick one and you receive that the card that's in there is yours to keep.
Wow.
They're like collectible cards.
Hopefully it's your credit card.
No credit card, just collectible cards, ladies and gentlemen.
Because you know that Taboo credit card?
Yeah.
That Taboo credit card hit different. It hit different. My Wells Fargo, it ain't the same.
So while you're looking at them, can you please describe each one of them and give us your little guru-ness?
Okay, so we have the Louis Vuittons. It's funny how like these have like a skate vulcanized outsole. Like this is a skate outsole, but no one's skating in it. That's hilarious. I never really paid attention. The S. Dot Carters, Jay-Z's, patent leather, which is cool. Oh no, this is Yeezy's version.
Yeah, it is.
You know what's dope is that you have like a true guru. You don't have to tell him what you're holding. It's like he's gonna figure it out.
Yep. And these custom.
So these are custom. Oh, so custom
Shout
threes.
Out to King of Sneakers, and the reason why those are exclusive is because last year I celebrated my 10-year anniversary of being cancer free.
Oh, and I see that on the heel.
In the heel, you see the cancer, the purple.
Yes.
So then the 45 represents the comeback number that Michael Jordan wore when he went to play baseball. He came back wearing 45. My comeback season was after I battled cancer.
I love that.
And I beat cancer and I came back better.
Let's give you a round of applause for that.
Yeah. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, brother.
My mother is a cancer survivor as well, so I appreciate that.
The turquoise color and the beadwork in there, if you see it see the little beadwork vibe right there, it represents my native heritage.
So this is what I love about sneakers so much, and about like especially custom sneakers, because there's so much of a story to sneakers. And this is what I think a lot of people miss when they look at sneakers. They see them as just like a utility. Mm-hmm. It's like just something you wear on the feet to protect your feet, or something to wear basketball. But there's so much storytelling involved in sneakers, especially in today's world. And like with these customs, like this sneaker is unique to you. This sneaker tells your story. You pick these colors for a reason. You pick this material, like it's a canvas material instead of leather. So there's a reason why you pick this canvas material instead of leather. There's a gradient of the blue. Like there's a reason for that, either because the brighter days are coming, or this is a representation of the turquoise, brighter days that came for you. There's the stitching. Is that baseball? Is that like a baseball reference? Or like there's so many things. Obviously your Native American heritage dates back to that. So like all of these like storytelling elements are parts of sneakers that people sometimes miss, which is okay. And it's okay. But like if you allow people to get into it and tell you the deeper story behind it, like I made, my grandfather inspired me. I say he inspired my work ethic. He would get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and he would go and collect cardboard. And that's how he got his sipping money. Mm-hmm. He would go and collect cardboard and get that's how he got his sipping money. But he would take me and my cousins in the truck with him when he would go collect cardboard. Mm-hmm. And it was like this turquoise truck that was all kind of like very, it was like, had like this, the color, I can't think of the word, but the turquoise was very worn down in spots. And then he had like this pair of gloves, his work gloves that he would always put on the dashboard. And so I made this, when I was working with Nike, I made an Air Max 1, and it's that same turquoise color. But it's made out of suede just to represent the back of the gloves that he wore on. The outsole is speckled in black, which kind of represents, because we go out in the mornings and we would always see like the stars through the windshield and that. Even though that shoe just looks like a turquoise and black shoe to somebody, it represents like me going to my grandfather's house and going out with him in the morning and seeing him get his collect all of this cardboard. And then on the back, it has a Bible verse, like, raise up a kid in the way that they should go and they will not depart from it. Cause like that's inspired me to kind of walk the path that I do of getting up early and making sure I'm working hard and making sure I'm hustling to get what I need to do to protect my family. So,
well, that's why sneaker culture is so intrinsic to the storytelling element. That's why I look at people like Jason Maiden and freaking Tinker Hatfield.
Yes.
And, folks like that are, I look at Tinker like the same way I look at Stanley, what he did for comics. Tinker Hatfield is that to me. Yeah. From the design perspective and what he means to sneaker culture. And he's a good friend of mine. So, before I go into the Tinker Hatfield story.
Tinker did AJ 5s, right? He did the 5s?
He did the 3s.
Yeah, he did everything from the 3 to the 14 from that low area.
My favorite athlete of all time.
He did these.
Is Jackie Robinson. That's my all-time favorite athlete.
Okay.
Shout out to Altadena.
So these were special to me. Okay. Check these out. You'll know what these tags are.
Okay. Oh, this is a promo. Oh, you got the thing. Oh, you got the thing tape.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And they only made, I'm told there's 8 in existence. 7 were actually worn on game day.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is
so you remember those, Jacques. I know you remember those.
Yeah.
Yep. They were the talk of the town with the PSA tag on the back.
That's crazy.
5s.
They wore these 3 years ago for Jackie Robinson Day. All the Jordan athletes will wear a specific cleat to resonate and celebrate the greatness of Jackie. And so, Mookie wore those, Manny Machado, Aaron Judge.
I have never seen these.
You got to give one to Tab so he can check them out
with
too.
The PSA tag on the back.
Fire,
and that PSA tag was representing that really important card that Jackie, that goes around. I think it was like PSA 5 was like the highest.
Shout out to Jordan Jumpman, man, for always bringing the heat. And I know that there's a lot of sneakers you can choose from, but and I'm being biased, but I'm also being a realist that the design and the attention to storytelling and the attention to highlighting heroes like a Jackie Robinson is important.
Yeah.
And I think when you have brands and huge empires like a Nike or a Jordan, when they could do something cool like this, I commend them and I appreciate this because I thought I was going to be a baseball player, brother.
Oh, okay.
I started playing ball as a young kid, third baseman. To this day, I still, when we do Black Eyed Peas tours, I'm playing ball. Like we do Black Eyed Peas softball games.
Yeah.
And so I always dreamed of being a baseball player, but I chose music. I chose performing, dance. I guess I chose right, but I always...
You sold a few records.
A couple of things, but I always have a soft place to anything that is baseball
related.
All the baseball cleats you guys have seen, where do you guys put these up there? I mean, you guys, there's a lot of collabs that go around, but...
There's a lot. I've seen a lot of baseball cleats. This is hot. This is probably top 10. This is easily top 10. Those
are fire.
Just because again, it's about what it represents in the storytelling. Like there's a lot of baseball cleats that are like, oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
But like this one has so much more story to it and so much more depth to it.
What's the kid from New York? Not Aaron Judge, but the other kid that's Jordan.
You're talking about Chisholm, Jack Chisholm.
Ooh,
Jack
that
Chisholm.
kid.
Yeah.
He got some heat.
Yeah.
And then Tatis from San Diego got some heat.
Yeah, CeCe used to wear some crazy stuff too.
CeCe, yep. So this game, let's finish this game.
Oh, okay.
Because you looked at it, now I want you to pick one and then take the card out, and that card represents this journey with you. Because I'm all about giving back collectibles.
Yeah.
And starting your collection with cards.
Okay, so the way I'm gonna do this, I wouldn't wear the Louis Vuitton. Just not my vibe. I've never worn those. And it's interesting because like the 3s, like because it's so tied to you, like that's drawing me towards that one. But also like the S dots, just because of what J represents musically to me. So I think I have to go with the 3s.
Dope.
I have to go with the 3s.
So reach inside. Oh. Don't worry, my feet are clean. Reach inside. Pull out the card. Your favorite artist.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I feel like this is a magic trick. like this is a magic trick.
I have another magic trick. So my brother Brian, who's a producer of the show, he's a big pop fan
every time
too.
I come on this show.
So I got 2 gifts for him, collectibles. They're not many made. I was in Singapore and I got the opportunity to get these for my brother Brian. So Brian, these are for you.
I appreciate
That's
you.
amazing. That's amazing.
Funny, right? That you chose Pac and that was
That's
what you chose.
so crazy. Yeah. This literally, it feels like a magic trick. it feels like you were just
it was premeditated, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. That's amazing. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know
Honestly,
what?
I do.
Since you're the guru, I'm gonna do one.
Oh, this is sick.
I'm gonna do.
Oh, it's got his track list.
Yeah.
It's
It's dope.
crazy, right?
I'm gonna do.
Which album do you have?
Machiavelli.
This one
What a fun show this is.
represents someone that inspired me to be a warrior.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like a superhero, but more of a. This man was influential in his community as a person that took a chance to bring an art form to non-Asian people and show them an art form that was, sacred to Chinese communities. And he revolutionized martial arts.
Bruce Lee.
Talking about Bruce Lee.
Yeah. Yeah.
And shout out to Shannon. She's coming on the show soon. So
perfect. Shout out to Shannon Lee.
Maybe in a couple weeks.
Who's Shannon?
Shannon Lee, his daughter.
Oh, his daughter. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And this one
Bruce's daughter
is a superhero that I've created that will be coming to you soon. You've seen it in one of the episodes. This is a personal trading card of Angryfoot. This is my own IP that I've.
Oh, nice.
Explain your
explain
superhero.
Angryfoot.
Yeah, Angryfoot is a reflection of me as a b-boy, the Angryfoot style. When I would be frustrated and angry, I would take out my frustrations on the dance floor, battling other crews, battling other dancers. So came up with this Angryfoot persona. And along with David Vonner, shout out to David Vonner, who's a designer, we created this visual superhero. I told him, I want him to be mixed with Bruce Lee, a little bit of Billy Jack, Tom Laughlin, and like Mad Max. Right. Cyborg, apocalyptic. Turquoise has to be his thing, though, because I'm always rocking my turquoise pieces to represent my culture. So we came up with that. And so that is one of a few trading cards that I've created to kind of get the Angryfoot brand out there to the world.
That's awesome, man. Are you going to turn this into like a full comic? Or? It's
going to be a comic, an animated series, feature film, toys, collectibles, scale, like different model scales of
that's cool.
Statues. Sky's the limit with that one because I own the IP.
Cool. That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
Takes vision for that, man. Again,
I've been working on this one for a long time, bro. Like me and David Vonner are at the helm of the vision board. What can we dream up? What can we, eventually achieve as a duo? And I think for me, that's the most important thing is like dream of being a superhero. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm in the comic book space. I've been rocking with Marvel for 6 years now. Shout out to my co-writer, B. Earl. But if I dream it, then I'm the person that can manifest it.
Yeah.
I'm a dream catcher, bro. I catch my dreams. I go after them and I put it out there, but I also try to figure out how I make it work.
How to make it work, yeah.
How do I manifest it? Because I believe you're the only person that could get in the way of your vision and your dream. Let me tell you something. Same thing I told Will. I beat cancer, bro. Nothing is impossible. When you battle cancer, and I'm empathetic about those folks that may not have survived. When you battle cancer, you surrender ego. You shed everything that is based on the physical being, because you're killing everything that's good internally with the chemo to kill that one thing that's bad, which is the tumor. And what I figured out, bro, is like we got so much to live for, and dreams are attainable. And so this Angryfoot vision was something that I've always aspired as a fan of toys, of action figures, G.I. Joe, wanted to create these stories in my backyard, wrestlers, creating stories without even knowing I was going to be writing for Marvel. And now to come full circle and to have my own action figure and have an indigenous action figure that represents not only me, but communities.
Yeah.
And can be that whatever Wakanda Forever represented to folks.
Yeah.
Like that. You had white kids doing that. You had Latinos doing that.
Yeah.
Because it was so impactful. Well, Black Panther, when he broke the mold, and shout out to the director, Ryan Coogler, for having that vision. And then bringing a Mayan antagonist on the second film, which is Namor. Shout out to Tenoch Huerta. It was beautiful because he tapped into the psyche of multiculturalism and having heroes without capes be the leads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know what to say to that. There's nothing else for me to say.
I mean, none of us can say
But yes.
that.
Yes.
I haven't done anything Marvel. Thank God I have not had to overcome cancer, but I'm proud to call you my brother.
Thank you,
and
bro.
you inspire us in other ways, man, just because your ability to mind over matter, like that's a real thing, right? We've all gone through real shit, and you and I have these talks because we're fathers and we've got kids, and they be stressing us out for no reason. And
That's the way.
But it's beautiful because we get to have that camaraderie.
Yeah.
As brothers, as friends.
Sean too, me, you, and Sean, and Byron, they do all of our pods. So he does this one. Sean Stockman does our music show. Byron Scott does our but we all have similar. We're all kind of different in ages. I'm the youngest out of all of them, but we all have kids similar ages, and so we bond over that love of our children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
You know.
So segueing into the love and the passion that we have for dreams. Let's talk about your dream as a YouTube curator.
Yes.
I don't like the YouTube star moniker because it falls into like there's a stigma and this very
it is, but you know what? I don't mind it.
okay.
Because it's kind of like, hip hop. Let's say YouTube has allowed me to do things that I never thought. Well, I shouldn't say I never thought I would do, but it's giving me the avenue to do things that I didn't know I would be doing through that medium. Like YouTube is literally taking me all around the world.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's
fair.
It's changed my family's life and like enabled me to financially secure my family in a way that I didn't know I would be able to do.
Doc, do you have kids? Sorry to interrupt. But
Yeah, I do. I have 3 kids.
Oh, you have 3 kids.
Yeah.
How
How
old are
old?
your kids?
My kids are older. So my wife's older than me. My kids are 35, 25, and 23.
Yep.
And so like to be able to provide for them in a way that, you just didn't know you could work in a regular job, you're not going to be able to do the things that we've been able to do. And, I'm super thankful for that. So I don't mind the YouTube because people are like, I literally just saw a chart either yesterday or this morning of like the things that kids want to be when they grow up, and YouTube star or YouTuber is number 1.
Can I say something? Because I talked to him about it yesterday. Someone like yourself that's been doing it since 2006, like I understand that grind because it wasn't overnight.
Right.
You didn't become who you are overnight. You had to work, bro.
Yeah.
And this is before YouTube was really popping.
Before it was popping. Yeah.
You saw something on this YouTube thing. I could upload my videos and to have, however you saw the vision, you were at the cusp of it. Just like Jimmy, James, Mr. Beast, he was at the cusp of it too. And the Logan brothers too. I get that. I get that.
It's a bunch of people. It's a bunch of us. Yeah, man.
So you guys were at the cusp of it. Now, I feel that a lot of like my kids look at you guys like, I don't need to go to school. I'm just going to do YouTube. And unfortunately, as a parent, it's hard for me to subscribe to that because I know that how much work it takes. And unfortunately, my kids, they didn't have the same upbringing that we had, where we had to work for ours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes. But I also think of like in the same way that I looked at LL and Buster and wanted to do what they did and didn't think I had to go to college in order to do what they did. Like I think it's the same. It's the same thing. Like,
but I think being an MC, you still have to go on stage. You still have to go and write your rhymes. You still have to, and I get it. You have to make videos and what you guys do is magical because you already have a science. It's a science. Editing, algorithm, what time am I posting? All that is a science. My kids, a lot of kids, they don't know that. I didn't know that until he educated me to like, Tab, there's a time that you got to post, follow this algorithm. I'm like, algorithm, what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, it's ever evolving.
And it's always evolving.
What the algorithm today is, and TikTok and Instagram Reels are very different. And
Yes,
the algorithms.
dude, yes.
Yeah.
So to my point is like, I don't want to diminish my kids from thinking they can become.
They're just not used to it.
They're not used to it, bro, because there's a work ethic that goes to it. Because if you're living a life of, I'm going to say it, like I worked my ass off so my kids can have a better life than we did, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
Unfortunately, the dream that I had was my examples were like Michael Jackson, Tribe Called Quest, Prince, Sade, Stevie Wonder. So we didn't have access to Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder and Prince, right? But they got access to you. Because they can go on your YouTube channel, they can go on your Instagram, they could DM you, they can write a freaking, a post. So they have accessibility. Even if you never see their post or they're chiming in on the thread, there's a sense of like
connection.
I can connect with this guy. I can be that, right?
Yeah.
So how do we champion the idea of being creative, being, honing in your craft and what you want to do? But also, like, not everybody's going to attain the same success that you had.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I think as a parent, you try and let them identify their gift or allow them to identify their gift. And then you just kind of help cultivate their gift.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I would have made music ever if my uncle hadn't challenged us to write our own songs. And then in addition to making us write our own songs and waiting until we actually wrote our own songs and created a song, then put us in the studio, paid for a studio to record it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, I think it's just as a parent, just kind of cultivating that gift. If they want to create, finding, like letting them do that research. Like we had to learn about mixing and mastering, like just, we got it recorded and it's like, all right, now we got to get it mixed and mastered. How do we do that? Like we had to sit in there with the engineer while he mixed and mastered it. Like he wouldn't let us just go in, record, and then leave. Like we had to sit there with the engineer through the whole process and learn that process before we could actually get the final result. Right. So I think it is just like cultivating that gift and giving them the signs that it's not going to be easy. I think we all wanted to, like, I think as a YouTuber, I'm more accessible today than like, Tribe or any of those guys were, just because of the breadth of work that we put out today. Back then, we didn't have the same breadth of work, but I think we studied the same way. Like true. We were going through the booklet, you know what I mean? We were going through the booklet, looking at the rhyme. Yeah. We were listening to the music and finding the snare and just like finding like, okay, it's on 1 and 3. Yeah. Okay. And then listening to the hi-hats and just like filling out the music in the hi-hats and feeling like the bass drum and kick and finding where, okay, if I rhyme here, it complements the music there, or rhyming the way they were rhyming and finding like, he said that. Like I feel like we still did all this same work. It's just we did it in different ways. We had a smaller catalog to work with, but we used that to the best of our abilities. And I think that helped us fall in love with other things. That's the biggest challenge I see, is everything is the same now. The kids don't have, they're not forced to be original, I guess, because there's so much sameness happening right now. It's even like styles and fashion. Like when we were kids, like what we wore here in LA, like our cousins or our relatives in Texas or New York or Chicago, like they wore something different. The relatives would come from back east and come spend the summer, and they wore shoes a different way. They wore their pants a different way, or they were cut a different way. And so we would take that and go to school the next semester, and they'd be like, "Oh, where'd you get that?" It's like, "Oh, yo, my cousin was out here." Or even like dances. Yeah. Like my cousins lived in Texarkana, and they would come out here and they had this like dance where they would do like this.
Nene?
Yeah, like kind of like the Nene. It was kind of like the Nene, but this was what, in the 90s. And like we did it at parties here in LA, and people were like, "Oh shit, like what's that?" Yeah. You know what I mean? But it was like just something there. So like that originality that you're kind of forced to make your own. I don't know if kids have that these days, because they see everything and they have inspiration from everywhere. You know what it is
too, Tab? You said something earlier and I was in my head. You said you work really hard to give your kids a better life. I think we confuse better life with an easier life. We've made their lives too easy. instead of better, right? We've simplified things that they should struggle with.
Yeah.
They need that. They need to go through things because when you think about your life, my life, their lives, whatever, our greatest gift is our ability to critical think. And to critical think, you got to be in critical situations. You have to have your back against the wall and go, how the fuck am I going to get out of this? Right? And when we simplify our kids' lives and they don't go through, and I'm guilty of this too, is work really hard and we want to save them from struggle instead of giving them more tools to get through the struggle. That's the better life, is maybe they don't have to go 8 days without food, right? Yeah. But it's better life or easier life. You've given them an easier life, not a better life.
And I think I was alluding to better education than what I had. My kids have higher education. Yeah. Like we're talking about college life, bro.
Yep.
My son is receiving, I'm going to go to university because he's talking about it. And he's welcoming it. Like in my household, I mean, bro, like
get a
college, get a job.
Yeah.
It was kind of, although I wanted to feel like I can attain that, I had a kid at 17. And I am in no way commending teen pregnancy, but I had a kid at 17. So in my household, my mom's like, you need to get a job.
Yeah,
you can't be thinking about college right now.
Yeah.
You have a kid on the way. You're a kid that's having a kid. So I think the reason why I said better is I'm in a position to give my kids a better education so that they can have an easier route of utilizing these tools that I've been able to put in front of them.
Yeah.
Whether it's, the fact that they can choose to, apply to different colleges. I will support them. I will nurture them. If they say, you know what, Dad, I want to pursue acting, I'm there to nurture it.
Yeah.
When I would tell my mom, I'm going to be famous on stage. What? You need to get a job. And I was like, Mom, I'm going to be on stage. I'm going to be rocking, and I was presenting what was my life, what Black Eyed Peas was to become.
Yeah.
They didn't see it because no one in my family ever attained that. So I get that. Yep. I understand that. Did it. But with my kids now, because I made it to the highest of the high, I try to be open-minded to what, the things that they gravitate to, especially the programming that they're watching. A lot of the YouTube kids, the FaZe Rugs of the world, love FaZe Rug because he's cool. And what you bring, like, I even like Mr. Beast, bro. I think he's cool because he's been in the game for so long and he's been doing it at a high level. But I want to talk about your early beginnings. What was the first video you posted in 2006? What was that about?
Was that the first year of YouTube?
No, it wasn't the first year of YouTube. I think the first video I posted on my YouTube was a music video.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it was
Is it still up?
Yeah. A song called "Get Your Hands Up." I think that was the first video I posted.
Yeah, look it up. Go ahead. I want to see it.
Yeah, I feel like that was the first video. Like I didn't start doing sneaker stuff on my channel probably till 2013. From 2006 to 2013, I was just doing like random things here
trying
and there,
to figure out what
it was going to be. But yeah, I think a music video.
1 million subscribers, 1.32. Okay, I think we see you, dog.
Just trying. I'm trying. I'm working like everybody else. Yeah, I think the first video was a music video. I'd have to go back and look. I don't even remember, honestly. Yeah, it was a video called "Get Your Hands Up," directed by Eddie Bowles.
Get Your Hands Up, 19 years ago, and it's got 29,000 views.
Yeah, man. So Eddie directed it. I remember I spent, it was like $700 or something to shoot that video, and Eddie directed it for free. We had like a gaffer. And it's weird how, and this is a total tangent here. It's weird how seeing your dreams come true, like, impact you because you've been working so hard for that moment to be. I remember the night before that video, I called one of my boys, Troy, and we were talking about the next day, and I just like broke down bawling, crying because I was like, I felt like there was. Because that moment of shooting a music video for a song that I wrote and got everything I paid for and everything, it had so much pressure. It felt like, okay, this is the moment I have been working for so long, and this could represent so much change for all the things that I've ever gone through. And so like all that pressure and like the thoughts of all of that just kind of just hit me that day. And I was just like on the phone crying, talking to him. He's like, nah, dog, this is what we do, dog. This is how we fought to get here. Like all of the things that your boy tells you.
Yeah, that's dope. Camaraderie.
Yeah. But it just affected me. Like thinking about that video, like I think more than shooting the video and all the stuff that we did to make it come together, it was like that day before of like everything just kind of getting to a pressure point of like, wow, okay, like this is finally going to happen. I'm finally going to have the moment that I've been working for all of these years. And it just broke me down to like the core of myself. And my boy was just like, yeah, we got it. We're going to do it. We're going to get out there. We're going to make it happen. We'll have fun. It'll be great. And you know, whatever happens. And
it sounds kind of like our journey, dude. Like people are like, Black Eyed Peas is not tangible enough. We don't know how to sell this. We how are we going to have Black Eyed Peas when we already have Slum Village and A Tribe Called Quest? Like they were just like, there was all these naysayers before we actually put out that first record right there behind the front. And I just remember me, Will, and Apple, we would go to the studio and be like, man, what do we need to do to get on? Because Will and Apple were signed to Ruthless. And then when Eazy-E passed away in 95, then we started Black Eyed Peas. And it was me, Will, and Apple that started Black Eyed Peas. But to your point, we're like, I don't know, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And whatever we do, we're going to figure it out, bro. And Will has always been that guy. Even at a young age of like 9, 10, he just always knew how to figure things out.
Yeah.
And, you know, having a leadership like that and having camaraderie and support system where you double down on yourself, right? Yes. We didn't have any monetary gain. We didn't have financial stability, but what we had was our connection as brothers. And the dream, like, yo, we're gonna shoot our first video. Yeah. Oh, what's the name of the video? It's called Head Bobs, off of that album. We weren't signed yet. We just did it with the college student named Brian Belichick, and that was the first video we shot. Yeah. And then we went to Interscope with Jimmy Iovine. He saw the video, heard our demo, and we had Fallen Up, we had Cadices and Joints and Jams off of that album. Shit. And so they signed us. Shout out to DJ Mormelli. Shout out to Jimmy Iovine for their, you know, their belief. Interscope Records in the 90s. You know, we were blessed.
That's dope. What, and not to turn this around as an interview, but what do you think was the moment that, because my initial impression of Black Eyed Peas was like you said, the Slum Village, like that kind of style.
Rap, yeah.
What was the switch?
We wrote a song in 2001. Because we had to go on tour 2001, September 12th. September 11th was 9/11.
Yeah.
And we were freaked out, bro. Because we had put out Behind the Front in 97, 98. And then 99, we put out Bridging the Gap, which was our second record. Mm-hmm. And because of Napster, we were we were basically messed up because now streaming service, right? This pirating service. So Jimmy Iovine's like, you guys need to go in there and write your third record. So we're like, third record? Oh, man. Okay, so what's the theme going to be about? So we started writing this third record, and it was just me, Will, and Apple. And at that time, Kim Hill had left.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So Kim Hill was always a solo artist. She was never like part of the Peas.
Yeah.
She was touring with us. Shout out to Kim Hill, by the way. But she was never part of the Peas. Mm-hmm. And that whole documentary thing that she put out, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a little far-fetched. And I'm saying it, Kim, if I saw it and I saw you, I would tell you, it didn't really go down like that, sis. We never were gonna put you in a compromising situation. Me, Will, and Apple, as Black Eyed Peas, we're never gonna put you in a compromising situation because we love you. She left on her own accord. We love her. We'll always love her. Then we started working with Macy Gray, which we had worked on.
Macy, oh my God, that's dude. Right. Yes.
We worked on that record, this song called Love Won't Wait. And then after that, we worked with the girl named Estero from Canada. So we had been working with 4 females. Mm-hmm. Kim Hill, Macy Gray, Estero, and this other girl named Terry Dexter. And then 9/11 happened. So we wrote this song because we started feeling this energy like, man, there's so much separation. There's divide. Yeah. Where's the love within humanity? Yeah. And we kept asking that question, where's the love? Where's the love within humanity? Where's the love? Oh, wow. Where's the love? The love, the love. Where's the love? The love, the love. And that's all it was. Where's the love? Where's the love? The love, the love. That's all it was, bro. That was the hook. Wow. And we started creating this Where's the Love. I don't even want to call it a song because it wasn't shaped yet. It was a sketch.
Yeah.
We had the Where's the Love part. And then when Will started with What's Wrong with the World, Mama? People living like they ain't got no mamas. Like we're like, yo, that frequency, Will, and his tone and the way that he had this angst feeling.
Yeah.
Right? And then I started writing my thing about like, where's the love, y'all? I don't know. Where's the truth, y'all? I don't know. Where's the love? So something that people can sing, right?
Yeah.
And then Apple came and just like brought it home with his verse. And so at that time, I had been going to clubs, Club Joseph, which was a Hollywood club, and this other club called AD, and we met Justin Timberlake from NSYNC. And we became friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him about this song, bro. I was like, yo, we want to create this song like What's Going On by Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
Talking about what's going on with this 9/11 situation, this divide within our country.
Yeah.
Because a lot of Muslims were getting hated on.
Right.
So we asked that question, where's the love? And he's like, yo, I think I got it. He called me. He's like, I think I got it. I was like, you do? He said, yeah. You want to hear it? I'm like, yeah. So he kicks it over the phone, bro. He's like, people killing, people dying, children hurt, and you hear them crying.
Yeah.
Would you practice what you preach? And I'm like, what? Holy shit. Yo, that shit is dope, bro. Remember, we have Where's the Love, the love.
Yeah.
We have that tagline. Now Justin comes in and writes, people killing, people dying.
Yeah.
He writes the beginning part. We bring him into the studio, he records it, and we record this song, Where's the Love? And that changes the trajectory of the group. Because now you got Justin Timberlake from NSYNC, who's transitioning into Justified.
Right.
Working with Pharrell. He's going from a boy group to now becoming Justin Timberlake, Justified.
Yeah.
So now this Slum Village backpack Tribe Called Quest group, Black Eyed Peas from the West Coast, is collaborating with this pop star. And boom, this magic happens. The song takes off. Fergie's not even on that song, bro. She has an ad-lib on it. She's singing it in the video, but she has an ad-lib. It's Justin Timberlake that's singing that chorus.
Wow.
I didn't mean to go on a tangent, but I wanted to give you detailed description of how our lives change because of Where's Love. Ladies and gentlemen, when I talk to you about life changing, going from sleeping on my mom's couch to being able to take care of my son, Josh, going from a local hip hop group to becoming international, well-renowned globetrotters.
Yeah.
Working hard, 300 shows a year, making sure that we did everything in our love and our passion to deliver the messaging of love. And that's the song that put us on the map. And then
That's
everything
crazy.
else was like, let's get it started on the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Hey Mama, the iPod commercial, the first iPod commercial. Then you had after that, you had Pump It.
Yeah.
And it just kept getting bigger and bigger. Yeah, bro. But where's the love?
Yeah, as like backpack rappers, did you ever feel like I know like the feeling of backpack rappers back then was like, nah, we're not selling out. No, we're not going pop. That's not how we do things. Was there ever a tension there of like, yo, we're giving up like our roots to pursue, not pursue, but to evolve into this?
Nah, because we were inspired by Tribe, and Tribe worked with D-Light. Groove is in the heart.
Right, yeah.
Right? That was a pop record. That wasn't a hip hop
100%, 100%.
And you had Q-Tip, who is our idol, Tribe, and De La singing 5 days of work. One whole day we play. Come on, everybody, Ray, roller skate today. It's Saturday. You know, a Saturday pop song.
Yeah.
That was a pop record.
Yeah, for sure.
So you had De La doing that, and then you had Q-Tip doing Groove is in the Heart. And we're like, yo, we can work with girls like that. We can like make frequencies where everybody will be inspired and it doesn't have to just be dudes. It could be girls that can rock with you too. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. So we took that energy and we said to ourselves, what's best for this song? Justin Timberlake fit the mode of that song.
That song, yeah.
His tone and his frequency and the messaging was bigger than, oh man, we selling now. Oh, guess what? Now, because of that song, unfortunately, we're selling out stadiums around the world.
Stadiums,
arenas.
Stadiums around the world, bro.
Yeah.
And yes, we lost some of the fans are like, oh, they're sold out. I don't like what Fergie, what happened to Kim Hill? Oh, there was all these naysayers.
But you know what's interesting? All those same people would have done the same thing.
Bro, and honestly, like I said, I love Kim Hill, I love Ferg, I love Macy Gray, Estero. At the end of the day, it was part of the journey. It got me to create my own podcast.
There you go. Yeah, where you are now.
That journey became a beautiful blessing. And it to this day, I always credit my journey as a Black Eyed Pea to be able to live out my dream with my best friends, Will and Apple, but also along the way, bring a beautiful cast of matriarchs, females that helped our journey in different ways and will always be acknowledged and supported and loved because of what they contributed to our journey.
Yeah.
And, you know.
No, I love it. I love it because the creativity, for me, the creativity is the same. Whether it's a pop song or it's a underground song or whatever it is, there's still this creativity involved with it. You still got to find, like you said, you got to find the right frequency. You got to speak to the song in the right way. The music has to speak to you in a certain way. The lyrics have to speak to the audience in a certain way. And all those things combined, it has to work.
And it was magical the way it happened because we had built a relationship with Justin. And after that, it was like, yo, we're glad that Where's the Love was the thing that put us on the map.
Yeah.
I mean, Will's talking about, we got terrorists here living in the USA, the big CIA, the Bloods and the Crips and the KKK. And they played it on the radio. Like, oh yeah, that's great. That's awesome. You had people in Washington, D.C. like, yeah, CIA. What? Wait. Oh my God, what am I saying?
That's
like,
about us.
Wait, they're talking about us. So that being able to sneak into like these worlds that maybe weren't traditional and intrinsic to the underground hip hop world, we penetrated.
Yep.
And I'll take that penetration because we did it. Not me. Pause.
You got to be clear, Tab.
Pause.
All right. You know, I mean, we got an audience at home, so a child just like me.
Don't, please. He's going to be like, penetration. He's going to be, thanks, Teo.
That's how we're going to start the episode.
Penetration. No, we really.
Jock's never coming back.
He's been like,
no, I'm anytime.
We managed to navigate in waters that we started as fun-loving, appreciative to be at the party, and now we were the party.
Yeah,
you guys couldn't miss for like several years in a row.
Yeah. So to go from like my grandmother's living room to the halftime show at the Super Bowl,
like people don't see that, they don't realize that,
and that was work, bro. That was not overnight. It wasn't like, oh yeah, these backpack rappers from LA, they got a free ride. It's like, no, bro, we worked our asses off to get to 2011. From 1992-3, when Will and Apple got signed to Ruthless Records, to the time when they got dropped in 95, because they were young and Eazy-E passed away, to the time that we started Black Eyed Peas in 95, to all that run with the Kim Hills, the Macy Grays, the Esteros, the Fergies, to get to the Super Bowl in 2011. It's all work.
It's a beautiful ride,
and
man.
even still going to this day, 2025. Shout out to my bandmates, Will.i.am and Apple. We have a show, our first Indigenous festival that we're doing on Saturday. September 6th will be the show in Canada, and it's the first Indigenous festival that we're playing at, which is dope.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Love that.
That's amazing. That. What's on your feet, man? I've been staring at those shoes.
Yeah. So these were sent to me by my brother Tinker Hatfield.
I'm sorry, I'm just like ADHD over here, but I'm like, those are clean.
Shout out to Tinker Hatfield, PE Oregon Ducks. I really appreciate the relationship that I have with Tinker Hatfield because I met him in 2004. Reggie Saunders 2004 or 2005. He took me to the Nike campus, and shout out to Reggie and the Jordan brand. And when I met Tinker, it was like I had known him for years. And we just built a relationship.
Who's Tinker Hatfield for people at home?
Okay,
who
so
don't, I mean, we obviously know.
So
but
for those folks that may be wondering, who's Tinker Hatfield? Tinker, I hold Tinker in the same regard of genius and enigma and mythological freaking pioneer as Walt Disney, as Stan Lee, as Jim Henson with the Muppets, I'll even go as far as to say Steve Jobs with Apple. As a designer for sneaker culture, Tinker Hatfield was the guy, bro, and still is the guy.
What did he do? What
he designed the threes.
Mm-hmm.
He designed the fours to the
Fours, the ones you have on? Yeah.
Threes to we said the 14s, right?
Three to the 14 was his like the run that most people wear these days, but he's designed much more than that.
I mean the mags,
the Air
Air Mags. He designed the Yeezys, the Air Yeezys.
So
Air Max 1.
He
didn't miss the Air Max 1.
The Air Max 1, yep.
There's so much more. He has his catalog is crazy.
So speaking about Tinker Hatfield, I want you to do a couple of unboxing for me.
Oh, that'd be dope. I'm down. Let's do it.
So let's start light.
Okay.
Let's start with what you call the trash can.
Okay.
The trap.
So when I saw this, I'm all about packaging, bro. Packaging is everything to me.
Yeah, packaging makes a big difference.
Yeah. So if you can describe these as you do with your guru-ness.
So this is a Nike Air package. It's almost like a cooler in a sense, or
a trash can.
I'm gonna go with cooler.
Cooler, I like cooler.
Has the old school orange Nike Air on it. When you open it up, this is such great packaging.
Right?
It's like an
Have
experience.
You had these before in your hands?
I have not had these before.
It's a first.
Yeah.
It's
Nike
cool.
Air. And these are dead stock, right?
Yes. Classic.
Size 9.5.
What does dead stock mean for people at home,
Oh,
guys?
sorry. For those that don't know, dead stock. Is that the same thing? Do they say that in comics? It's dead stock the same in comics?
Same, yeah.
Yeah. So it has never been, in the sneaker term, it's never been used. But I imagine in comics, it's never been opened or read.
Yeah, sometimes they're graded in they're like encapsulated in a case. It's called graded or carded.
Yeah. This is they're in the plastic too. So this was what year was this? 90?
We looked it up.
89.
Was it 89?
Yeah, David
Reebok
Robinson debuted him.
Yeah, Reebok pumps came out before this.
Gosh. So basically, the way this shoe works is is an air can in here?
There's in there. Everything's in there.
I've seen versions of this shoe, but I've never actually seen the air can.
Yep.
So
Break it out.
These were basically Nike's response. Oh, there's a strap if you want to flex and carry your cooler around.
Yeah.
But basically, they had an air canister, and you would hook it to the back, and it would put air.
There it is.
You put air into the shoes. You would connect it there, and they actually had like little canisters too. You just pump it in and put the air into the shoes. I've never actually used these before. That's crazy. It was in response to the Reebok pump. Yeah.
They didn't really do well, huh?
No. I mean, this is too I feel like this is too complicated.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is too complicated. Like it's cool, and it's like a pivotal moment I think in sneaker history. But I just feel like this is too complicated.
Did you have these since younger days, or you got them later in life?
I got them because I was like, you know what? Those are very rare and unique, and they're not very wearable in the sense of like they are complicated. Yeah. I don't want to have to pump on my shoe to rock my shoe. I just want to put it on.
Well, the Reebok pump was same, but it was very simple.
Yeah,
right? You just pump it, and then to release it, you just press the button.
Yeah, just press the button to release it, and this is a whole process.
So I just looked at it.
They're so high, too.
Yeah, they are high. And the weirdness of the backing is weird, right?
That's so cool, though.
Yeah.
Is that your size there?
9.5, yeah.
Oh, you're 9.5. Okay.
Sample size.
Oh, are you sample size?
I am.
Oh. So for those that don't know sneakers, being sample size is like a gift from the sneaker gods, because they'll just randomly send you stuff. Like if you're a 9.5, that is like
sample
the best size.
And I'm the
to
opposite.
be.
I'm the most complicated size. I'm 11.5 or 12, so I'm the size that everybody else wants.
Yeah, and that's I feel like 11 and 12s are like the typical sneaker size. If you're a size 9.5, and you're into sneakers, that is clutch. Because especially if you know people at the brand, like they'll randomly send you stuff. I have another buddy that's a sample size, and he has. It just makes me angry.
What size are you?
I'm an 11. I'm like in between 11 and 11 and a half, which is like the most typical size.
Yeah, I'm 11 and a half to 12.
It's one of those that just sell out so fast.
All right, so let's get the Ghetto Blaster right.
Ghetto Blaster?
Yeah. The Nike Jam.
This is cool.
Yeah. So
This is cool.
you know the story behind this?
I don't know the story behind this.
So in the Olympics, there was a breaking games, right?
Yeah.
Category for breaking.
For this year, yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't get a good rap.
It did not.
They got
The
a
girl
bad
from
rap.
Australia didn't help.
You know, and you know, I want to put positive energy out there, but it didn't help that she did what she did, whatever. But Nike did an exclusive drop for the B-boys and B-girls that were part of the U.S. team.
Oh, that's sick.
I think I saw these when I was in Paris. I think I saw it because they had like a preview of some of the shoes.
And they wanted to go with the whole theme of hip hop, the boombox.
The boombox.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So please open that.
I have a boombox at home.
Made to break.
Made to break. Yeah. Got graffiti on the inside.
Yep. It's dope. Break out the little accessories too. That little box right there.
Oh, this is sick.
Right? It's super dope.
That's cool. So you can see on the inside it has like
graffiti
on the inside with like a microphone. And just kind of like it. Like these are the things that just like are so dope to me about like hip hop and like street culture, how like all creativity just comes from all of these different places
and intersects.
Yeah, it all intersects.
Yeah.
What's the Nike Jam? That was the name. Oh, Nike Jam. So literally a shoe made specifically
for B-boy and B-girl. Yeah, for B-boys and B-girls breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
that's very clean.
You see how the Nike swoosh is upside down?
Yeah. When you flip, you spin, that's cool. And then there's an extra box here.
What a fun show. This is our first time we've done a show where it's like all about sneaker culture.
Yeah.
So
dope.
Fun.
What better?
That's funny. I was literally just, that's cool. So literally I was talking about like the connection of street culture and hip hop and how it all ties together. So they have markers.
Like graffiti markers?
Yeah, like graffiti markers.
Is it to like color up your box?
Well, whatever. Like just tag on the
whatever
street.
you want.
Whatever you want.
Wherever. I mean, I don't think they want us to tag on the streets.
Well,
but
have you seen my new music video? Just kidding.
Yeah.
But
you have a couple moments in
tagging
there.
on MTA.
That's cool.
Yeah. Let me see it.
That's cool.
Yeah. And they got the Nike little jam right here. But how dope is that though?
But what is this?
That's to stand this.
Oh, it's a stand for.
And they give you like a little
cool.
spray paint cap. Like a flare cap.
A little spray paint cap.
For all my graffiti writers.
Graffiti artists. Graffiti writers. That's one thing I never got into that. I just wasn't good with like drawing or anything like that. And so like this is one part of like the culture that I never really got into. Like I admire it from afar. But you know, I know where my gifts lie.
Right.
And this wasn't one of them. You know, I tried dancing. I tried the music.
Oh, you tried breaking or popping?
I wasn't breaking or popping. I was more dancing.
Like
I was
freestyle.
And then I was a background dancer for a little while for this group when I was in college.
Yeah.
Just when we was trying to just make things work and make ends meet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I mean, the culture has gotten the best of me.
Yes, sir.
In more ways than one. That's really cool. This is a cool add-on. This is a cool add-on,
right?
For people that are like that are into it and that like know the history of it all.
Yeah, the elements.
Yeah, the elements.
The elements. And for those people that don't know what the elements is, it's the tenements of hip hop. It's MCing or rapping, the b-boy or breaker, graffiti artist or graph writer, and the DJ, turntablist.
Did you ever dabble in the DJ world?
No, I talked about this earlier. I mixed songs, but I never call myself a DJ.
Okay.
Because I would, I learned how to use Serato and CDJs, and I would play at clubs, playing my, Black Eyed Peas songs or whatever, and they would try to bill me as DJ Taboo, and I'll be like, no, I'm not a DJ, because I got too much respect for the DJ culture and the gift that they put in over 10,000 hours to master that skill. So what I did get into was b-boying, MCing, and graffiti. Me and will.i.am are graffiti artists.
Do you enjoy the graffiti? Like, I feel like that's such a release, just like almost like meditation almost. Just like it's quiet.
You're learning about styles and how to, like the name and how you style it out. It's kind of like design. You're designing your tag or your graffiti.
Is your tag your name?
I did. Dallas, D8. I don't know why it was Dallas, but D as a teenager, that's what I went with. But in the new video I just put out, East LA, I put my name Taboo. And I was acting, ladies and gentlemen. I was acting. But let's go with the last one right here. This box.
So wait, you said your graffiti name was Dallas?
Dallas. Weird.
Just no reason. Just
it was just like, these letters look cool, connected. And now my son is a big Dallas Mavericks fan, so maybe I was kind of foreshadowing.
Maybe, yeah. So
this one is personal.
Personal pair.
Yeah, personal pair.
Silver box.
Yep,
silver box.
Can you tell people what that means?
So this means what? This came out. Gosh, what? So 13 would have been 97? 97, 98?
Something like that. Yeah.
So yeah, you like these are from 97, 98.
But there's an inscription on the actual silhouette, and I want you to read it, please.
Come on, bro. This is why I kind of get mad at people in sample sizes. This is kind of I kind of get I'm a little salty at sample sizes. Oh, this is cool. So this is the Air Jordan 13 in the Oregon Ducks colorway. And it says 2 tab with love, Tinker Hatfield.
Woo!
Damn.
Full circle.
That is so sick.
Okay.
Yep.
This is like, these are so good.
Right?
Oh, and then you did this one? Oh, no. Is this
Tinker.
his like?
Yeah. Yeah, he did his little
on the other side.
he added
it's like almost like a graffiti style version of his
I think
name.
I should have went first with this box that I have by my feet because that's sick.
It's pretty incredible, bro.
This is really good.
That's why I can never wear these because they're so personal to me.
So do you display these or do you just kind of keep them in the box? Or are they on display?
Like what I hope that I can do eventually have a display case of all my kicks.
Yeah.
Right now I have like what do they call like crate and barrel what are they called? Cupboards? Not
like little
like plastic.
Like like plastic, like the drop front ones from like Container Store?
Container Store. That's what it is.
Okay, the drop front boxes. Yeah,
those. That's what I have right now in my garage, and it's all sneakers. But I want to do something where it's really dope, where I display it with actual lighting and just something cool because it's Tinker Hatfield, bro.
This is like, that is just so cool.
Yeah.
That looks, I would have this in the back of every video.
Right.
They'd be like, bro, can you change the shoes? Nope.
Tinker.
These will be back there every time. This is very cool.
Yeah,
this is very cool. Like
shout out to
I love the personalization to you. Like, again, it's all like this may not mean anything to anybody else, but this will forever be something special and meaningful to you. And like, this is something like, I take stuff like this and think like, okay, like for your kid, he may not get it now, but eventually once he lived life and experiences and he has his own like mementos of things like this, he'll understand like, okay, this is relevant. This is relevant to my dad. This is meaningful and like that. And that's also important to be able to have that, to pass that on, that storytelling. And
that's
love.
What's important in sneaker culture is the storytelling. It's not just a shoe, ladies and gentlemen. It's not just something that I have on my feet. It's like the story that goes along with it and the design that came from it. What are the colorways? Why did they use these textures or the technology to make it, to have the air bubble or to have more foaming or more padding? You know, the type of stitching that they used. You know, is it a rubber sole? Is it a gum sole? Is like all these different little innuendos and things that make the shoe have its own story behind it.
Yeah. I mean, those designers are artists themselves. I mean, they're putting together, it's like an artist mixed with an engineer.
Facts.
Like you think of like, you know, the latest Jordan shoe, it has like a zoom stroble, which is, you know, the stroble board is what you make the shoe with. It's that piece that connects the top to the bottom. And so they were trying to find a way to add comfort. And so they add that zoom to that, which is basically giving it air and making that cushion. And then they
is that the Leo Jason Maiden 40s?
Jason Maiden, the 40 when Jason Maiden Leo, yep. And it adds like this this feel of just like cushioning when you're walking in the shoe. It's the Zoom is the same thing that's in the bottom of these that I have on. Then there's a zoom pad in the front, a zoom pad in the back. Then they have like Cushlon 3.0, which is the foam and like the different densities of the foam that you learn over time, especially as you get into this world and you see like they had to put this package together to meet the needs of a basketball player, like looking at the sport, how their foot hits the ground, how it hits the ground when it rotates, or when they're making a cut, or when they're jumping, or when they're coming down, and like taking all of those things into consideration to put it into a shoe, but then also making sure the shoe is aesthetically pleasing, making sure that's something that catches people's eye, and that is something that people want to buy and people like, because it can be the most technical shoe ever, but if nobody wants to buy it, it doesn't matter. So you've got to balance that world of tech and like the nuance of the aesthetics, and put that together to make something that people want to buy, something that people want to wear. It still has to perform, still has, like you said, has to have the stitching, has to have the material, and using the materials to tell stories. Oh, like the Jordan 11, for instance, has that patent leather rand around it. Like Tinker did that because he saw that when Jordan was wearing a different shoe, that when he would cut to the right, his foot, the side of his foot would kind of roll over the edge of the shoe. And so he thought of the patent leather rand as a way to contain him, so that when he did rub against that, his foot wouldn't come off. And by his foot not coming off, he's not losing the time that it takes for his foot to come off and then come back on as he's changing directions. So things like that like these people are thinking that these are what the people are thinking about when they're making shoes, and adding that into the program.
Well, it goes along with engineering and knowing the geometrics and how it's, when you're cutting and you're going to the hoop, how when you're jumping, what is accessible, and how the technology within the sneaker can work to benefit you to have a long career.
Yep.
Because I remember when you had said, dude, my feet were bleeding from the ones. Playing in the ones were not easy, right?
Right.
Because of how skinny and, the
flat
so
they
flat
are.
and just didn't have any. Can I show one more?
I would love.
It is your show,
Yeah,
sir.
I would say,
I
you don't
want
have
to
to
show
ask
one more.
me. You ask me.
All right, so these shoes were made specifically for a collaboration I did with Nike N7. Shout out to Sam McCracken.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dope.
Shout out to Sam McCracken and Izzy and the team at Nike N7, Trish. So Sam believed in me.
Wait, sorry. Before you go into that, explain what N7 is so people get an idea of what
Nike
it is and
N7
how
is
important
the
it
first
is.
and only division of Nike that is based on advocating and giving back to tribal communities or Native American communities. And there's a N7 fund that goes directly to sports and athletes playing basketball, playing different sports.
Yeah.
And Sam McCracken is the visionary who started in the warehouse of Nike. Then they believed in him enough for him to have his own division. He pitched this idea to be able to give back to communities all over Indian country, tribal communities, kids, wanting to inspire our 7 generations. And that's what Nike N7 represents, 7 generations, Nike 7 generations.
Damn.
So these, I would say these are one-offs because they were only, this colorway was the only one that was made for me. It's a PE. And it was designed.
What's a PE? Because I think these are
player
important.
edition.
Yeah. Okay.
Player edition. It was designed by Tinker Hatfield, and it's based on my tattoo. He put the tattoo in there. And as you can see inside, I'm gonna show you. Inside, I've worn them, so they're a little worn out. Inside, around the N7 is my tattoo and the bear claw. You see the bear claw right there?
Yeah.
I got the bear claw right here.
Sick.
And then the bear claw in the back.
That's so cool.
Have you worn these before?
I have. That's why they're a little bit worn out.
They don't look worn
that's
out
cool.
to me, but I have my glasses on too, so everything's polarized.
And then the bottom. Look at the bottom.
Yeah, I saw that when I was looking at the bottom from over here.
And as you guys always know, you hear me talk about turquoise, and there's hints of turquoise in there to represent friendship, to represent my tribal affiliation and community, and just wanting to always give back to that part of me. I'm proud to be Native. I'm proud to be Mexicano. I'm proud to be able to be a inspiration to our youth. And partnerships like Nike N7 and Jordan have always been a blessing because I've met people like Reggie Saunders. I've met people like Sam McCracken and Tinker Hatfield. And this collaboration is a nod and a thank you to Sam McCracken and to Tinker Hatfield for making my own silhouette. This one is called the Heritage.
The Heritage, that's cool. That's cool. I love how they use the like the basket weave, like the weave here. Like it just
and
really
they
tells
added the
such a
like
deep
because I'm always
story.
rocking my beadwork.
Yeah.
So they added a little texture of like something that seems like it.
Yeah.
Because if we were to have authentic beadwork, we would have had to have like an actual person from a tribal community to do it. So this sample was just like, Tab, this is a dream. We love having you part of the team. Like this is something that we want to do for you, and we love that you're always advocating for Nike and Jordan and N7. So
you've gotten to do like every boy's dream. He has his own action figure, his own comic book, his own sneaker.
Yeah.
I'm over here just trying to, get a free cheeseburger.
Yeah, well, I saw the stitched in signature there. That's such an amazing way for them to show you love, man.
That's dope.
That pair will always be like that's you.
Yeah.
That's you 100%.
Let's finalize with one more pair.
Wait, but he hasn't shown his Grails.
Oh shit. Show yours.
I don't need to show mine.
No. I want you to show. I want to see what's
important for him.
Yes,
is
exactly.
These aren't Grails, so to speak, but he said it was like what got him into the culture.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I think that's what's important here.
Yeah. So I brought so for me, there's not like a Grail signature shoes for me.
Those the other day.
It's just shoes that really I feel like have had an impact on me. So earlier when I was talking about my older cousin playing basketball with his friends, one of his friends gave me and my other cousin a pair of his old beat up 4s, and they were in this black and red colorway. And so I've all like this. It's almost like an imprint, from Twilight. Like these like imprinted on me. So this is one of the shoes.
You can tell they got a little scuff on the side.
Yeah. These are beat up and old, but this has that.
They tell a story.
Can I add to the story?
Sure.
So in the 80s, Michael Jordan had a coach named Doug Collins, and the Bulls had been trying to get past the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bulls had the ball with, I want to say 3 seconds, and the Cavs were up. Michael Jordan's wearing these shoes right here.
Yeah.
And Doug Collins like, everybody get the fuck out of the way, let Michael Jordan just have a shot.
Yeah.
So MJ pulls up mid-court over Craig Elo, and his feet are back, and you see the 4s.
Yep.
Snapshot.
It's perfect picture moment.
Perfect picture of the 4s. And he hits that shot over Craig Elo, and he wins, and he does that.
That's when he does that. Yeah. That arm, that crazy arm pump. Yeah.
So that's when I think of the 4s, the breads, I think of that moment.
Yeah. That's why I brought those, just because one of those things, one of the shoes that imprinted on me.
I think every sneakerhead has that shoe in their collection.
Yeah.
I have it.
Yeah, I feel like
you got it.
4s.
There's certain shoes that are just like you have. You have the original Jordan 1, black and reds. You have there's certain sneakers you just have in your collection.
Just have in your collection. Now the other one is
Run DMC?
Adidas Superstar, just because of the Run DMC connection. I feel like this is you have to have this for hip hop.
Those are golf cleats or something.
Yeah, I didn't realize it when I grabbed these. I just grabbed. I was like, oh, there's some Superstars. And I grabbed them, but these are the golf cleats version.
I see the cleats on the bottom.
Yeah, these are the golf cleated version.
You know what? This man is always talking to me about golf.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
you came into my life, and you're part of the PGA with your show.
Yes,
I think I need to get into golf, bro. Seeing how you've been advocating for golf for a long time. You're always talking about your tournaments and things that you've been doing. I think I need to hop on, bro. I'm late to the game.
There's no early or late. I think you just get out there and enjoy it.
It's going
it's going to challenge you. It's going to push. For me, I think I love it so much because it is so challenging. As being an athlete, you feel like you can pretty much adapt and learn a sport. You can learn it after a while. Golf is not like that. Golf is like, I'm gonna push you. I'm gonna push you and make you.
Patience,
you gotta have patience, and so it teaches you patience.
That if you get angry, you will play worse. It challenges you to have mental focus and mental control. Football, you can channel that into a big tackle. Basketball, you can channel your way into a dunk. Get to the rim.
Somebody,
home
get
run.
that energy out.
Baseball, you can steal a base. You can channel that frustration and that anger into something good. Golf, it's all about here.
Speaking about that, so is that why a lot of golf courses, everybody's quiet?
Yes, that's part of it. That's just old school etiquette too.
Okay. Just etiquette.
I always wonder, why is it so quiet on the golf course?
But you want it quiet. When you're out there, you're like, Shush.
Part of it is because you want to focus, but I think that's just because that's the way the game has been all of this time. I definitely think there's room for changes in that arena. Like, I don't think it needs to be quiet.
We take our speakers out there. I take a bump box, put on the car. We play music now. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking
evolved.
too. Like,
it's evolved. Yeah, but when you're hitting a shot, everybody around you should stop talking so you can focus on your swing. Yeah, and then as soon as you hit, you can talk shit again.
Right. Yeah. And then the last pair I brought is just because of my Pacoima roots.
Chuck Taylor
it's Chuck's. Just because, you know, I mean, this is a pair that Converse sent me, but like when I think about Chuck's, I think about like the neighborhood that I grew up in, like the gangsters that were in my neighborhoods that were like driving in lowriders and, you know, and hydraulic, the whole things. And like, this is kind of,
you haven't seen our new video, huh? East LA. You got to check it out. I'll show it to you after this.
Yeah. And this is kind of like what they were.
What do they say on the side?
These just say to Jacques, love Chuck. It was just from Converse. And then also like I was kind of in, as I was younger, like wanting to be in music and stuff like that, you would see like people on the red carpet and you would see pictures and they would be wearing Chucks. And so I just thought like, oh, okay, that's kind of what you wear when you become a celebrity and you go on the red carpet, you wear Chucks. And so that kind of became, obviously very usually LA-ish, lows. Huh? It is a very LA thing. And so like that, I feel like these, again, one of the shoes that just kind of imprinted on me as like when I was young of like, this is what you wear when you make it or when you're a celebrity, like when you're on the red carpet.
Let me ask you a question.
Or on stage.
There's two questions. Number one, how many sneakers do you own?
I don't know.
Wow.
Honestly, don't know. I've never counted how many sneakers I have. If I had to guess, I would probably say somewhere between like 700 and 1,000.
Wow.
I thought 250 that I had was a lot.
I thought I had a lot too, bro. I did at one time when Reggie was sending a lot of stuff with the height of the P's.
Yeah.
Bro. I had to be like, yo, Reg, I'm not having any room to put, I don't know where to put them. Because it was just like boxes and boxes, which is dope. I love it. But when you're married, and it's not my profession to do what you do, so I understand.
Wife is like, clean this shit up.
Yeah, she's like, dude, like, yo, we're running out of room for our kids. And you know, and so I was like, babe, don't worry about it. She's like, we gotta put them in a, in a
storage unit,
storage or something.
Yep, that's what I do now. I have a storage unit.
Oh, you do?
My fear would be that thing gets broken into.
Ooh.
I mean, you just don't know. You know, no one knows that there's sneakers in there.
I know, but if somebody's seeing you open that door, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But so that's the first question. The second question
the address to it?
Is can you talk about the serotonin that you exude when you see a new pair of shoes? Like, what's the feeling that you get when you're like opening the box and you're like doing your thing?
Yeah. So for me, it's a lot of it is just like trying like I feel like my job now is to translate the shoe and everything about it to the people watching in the most authentic way possible. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not trying to make the shoe bigger than it is. I'm not trying to diminish it out in either way, but just be able to explain that in every way possible. Yeah. So for me, like when I first opened a shoe, a lot of it is just taking it in, being like, okay, what do I love about this? What don't I like about this? What's happening with the tech? How do they design? What do the lines look like? Does this feel fast? Does it feel slow? It's almost, I mean, it's similar to filling out a beat. Like you hear a beat come on, like you may sit for a second and just kind of just like bring it in and listen to where things are dropping, where things are feeling, and then like what the beat says to you. Like, is this gonna be a happy song? Is it gonna be an angry song? Mm-hmm. Is it like in a minor? Is it a major? And even if it is in one of those keys, like, does it still feel like, okay, I can feel like I can go opposite with this. I can take this in a totally different direction. So it's like that same kind of thing of like filling out the shoe, getting everything from it, and then being able to like, okay, now how do I share this in my own creative way?
Do you still have the obsession, or is it now just a profession?
I think it's a mix of both. I think because now I do have a little bit like there's a professionalism to it, because part of it is because I know the people that are making these, and I think that gives me an empathy for them. So I don't know if I'm as positive, because I try to temper that because I know them. I try to be a little more realistic, but also I think on the flip side of that as well, I don't think I'm as negative as I could probably be sometimes. Because I often know some of these people and I know some of the designers. So I think I've found a nice middle ground where I can still be critical, and tell people what I don't like about the shoe, or the things that they can change about the shoe to make it better. But I was going to be like, yeah, like they did a fucking bang job on this thing. It's awesome. Like this looks great. So
has anybody ever called you after a review, one of your people at the brand, and go, you gave a not so great review, and they called you and was like, Jacques, what the fuck?
No, I've never gotten a call. I've heard like off comments like at events or something like that. Like, oh, I saw your video, and I was like, you know, it's like, yo, bro. I have to be honest. Like I can't, cause I tell the brands this all the time. Like I'm not in service to you. I'm in service to the audience.
Consumer.
Like the audience is who I'm in service to. So I'm going to give them the story that they need, not the story that you need to sell shoes.
Who has been your go-to inspiration to follow your dreams that's from your family? Like family member?
From my family? Oh, my uncle. My Uncle Ken. Yeah, he's the one that...
Because you mentioned him about music, right?
Yeah, he's the one that put us in the studio. He's the one that like made us go... He was an electrician. Like before he would buy us sneakers when we were in high school for basketball, he would make us go work with him on the weekends and like wire up a whole house kind of thing. He's the one... I mean, even like literally today, on my way from the airport, he called me and he was talking about like, he's like, I have this idea for you that I kind of want you to do. Like he's always kind of thinking about the next generation. Like he's the one, he taught me about money. He's the one that put me into 100 Black Men when I was a kid to go get like tutored by like these professional Black men, to show like, oh, there's more than what you see in Pacoima. Like there's more opportunity out there. He's the one that's always kind of pushed my generation, like the generation that I'm from, the kids, to do better and to be better and to see more. He was the first one to like, yo, you got to buy a house. He was, he's the first one that did all of the things that I think he wanted his parents to do for him, that he had to kind of find out. And then he just kind of passed that on to us. So like, I was thinking about this when you were talking earlier about the better, how you made a situation better for your kids. And I think what it is our generation, I think, is the first generation that on a mass scale of like Black and brown people that have achieved the privilege that we've been fighting against for so long. And so like our generation is the first one like that at a larger scale has achieved that. And we're able to really give our children the privilege that we've always been fighting to have and that we've always been fighting to get. And that privilege is not, a lot of people, when they hear the word privilege, they think, oh, you got a better, someone gave you this or someone gave you that. It's not necessarily that. It's that you were given these tools that prepared you for life and the things that happen in life that other people didn't get, either because their parents didn't know, their parents weren't educated enough and all of those things. And I think our generation is the first mass generation to have that. And so our children will be the first ones to really be able to operate in a world with the kind of privilege that has always that we've never really been able to achieve.
That's beautiful. I'm glad you said that because I thought about like therapy. Therapy was kind of, for a lack of a better word, was a taboo subject when I was growing up. Psychiatry or therapy was like a bad, oh, you're not crazy. You need to go to therapist. I'm like, no, I love therapy.
Yeah.
I love being able to share my issues and my layers and all the things that I've been going through. And I think to your point is that our generation grew up different than what our parents came up with. So we now strive to be able to do better, right?
Yep.
And to like be like, okay, how can we get some of the nuggets of our parenting, but also apply this new playbook that you create with your significant other or on your own, if you're a single parent. And I think the way that we continue growing is that we share those experiences and we do learn from each other.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I appreciate what you do with your show. I mean, many shows. It's not just one thing, it's many things. Have you ever thought about having your own show on a network? Like what you do with the reviews and the sneaker culture?
I mean, I think we all have. I struggle with that, honestly. because I think we are, we're again this generation that we're in, like really anybody, really not just Black and brown people, but we have social media has given us the power that we don't need traditional media. We don't need someone to open the door for us anymore. And so that's part of I think that's part of the some things that I struggle with. Like, do I do this, or do I really want to do this, or am I just holding on to what I thought was the pinnacle of things? Like getting on TV at one point was like, yo, I want to be an actor. I want to be a movie star. Like that was the pinnacle of what you could do and what you could be in this world for most people. And, from things that we saw, especially from an entertainment perspective. And that's no longer the case.
Right.
Like there's plenty of YouTubers that I know that make a better living than a lot of these actors and musicians. They're doing the thing that they love. So it's like, do I need to do that? Or can I just continue doing what I'm doing and live the life that I live now?
Yeah. And if you're happy and you're striving and you're like, able to provide and you're in a great place where you have your own IP, that's kind of what I'm doing with Angryfoot. Angryfoot is my IP. And I know working with Marvel, although I love it, I'm just an employee, bro. Anything that I bring to the table with my co-writer, they own it. Even if it's based on me. Like if I were to bring Angryfoot, Angryfoot's ours now.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, what? But it's my face. Yeah, well, you signed on as an employee, as a co-writer. Yes. We own that. So that's why I'm trying to do a slow build with Angryfoot, really control my IP, make sure that I understand that, it's like I'm putting equity into it, my own funding, my own time and effort, because I want to build it. I want to build it from scratch. I think what we did with Black Eyed Peas, we partnered up with Interscope. Interscope saw something in us, but we were self-contained. It wasn't like we came from the Rough Riders or we came from Dr. Dre's camp. It was like, no, Black Eyed Peas is Black Eyed Peas. We built it from the ground up. And did we have funding from Interscope? Yes, we did. We had tour budgets and, marketing and all the things that we had. But at the end of the day, it was us making the music. It was us performing on stage, us being the creatives when it came to the videos. So the reason why I'm saying this is because I applaud people like you that have been grinding for years, that are self-contained, that don't need a network to get your information to your built-in fan base that you've created. And also have brands like Nike and Jordan, the others that come to you and be like, yo, we want to send you some stuff so that you can, stand with us too, rate our product, but also like they give you a big look because you're adding to your demographic.
Yeah, man. The space is evolving. Like creators are slowly but surely learning the full business side of things, and like not letting the social media algorithm determine who sees your stuff and not, and finding different platforms like Patreon and Substack and Beehive and all of these things that are giving these creators the opportunity to connect directly with their audience and find their audience. Because like you don't need 1 million people. You can, like with Angryfoot, you could find 10,000 people that are passionate about Angryfoot, and that can finance Angryfoot for the rest of your life.
That's kind of what I'm doing with Taboo's Comics and Kicks with Brian.
Yeah.
He let me know there's a roadmap, Tab.
Yep.
It's going to take work.
Yes.
But there's a roadmap. And we're building this community. And it's not like we're not leveraging my day job with the P's. We're building a fan base and a community of nerds, geeks, sneakerheads, comic book heads, toy enthusiasts, people that really want to nerd out and geek out with us and just have a moment of just like, there's no inhibitions. I'm going to let it go. I don't have to be the cool guy on stage, rocking, rapping. I can now be this nerd that loves comics, that goes to Comic-Con, that loves sneaker culture.
Yeah.
And we can have that built-in fan base and that community come in, take a ride with us, and meet amazing artists like you and creatives like you and visionaries like you.
But you know what's dope is it, like what you just said, we're building this pod.
Yeah.
We posted, he brought in his replica. What would you call it? The toy?
I would say the scale, the 12-inch scale.
Yeah.
A prototype.
A prototype of Angryfoot. And we posted it, and the comments went crazy. And like you said, it's not the Peas fans, it's the community we're building here. Because they understand the cool factor of that. Yeah. And so as we keep building this community, like you said, we just need 10,000, 15,000 people to believe in that project. And that is your Kickstarter, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
Provide them with a value.
Facts.
Provide them with a unique perspective.
Yeah.
Start collecting, especially like start collecting emails.
Yeah.
That way you guys have more control over your audience, and it's not determined by the algorithm.
Can we keep talking about the algorithm for those people that don't know and are probably questioning what that means? Can you break down what the algorithm means?
Yeah. So the algorithm is essentially that each social media platform is not designed to maximize how much your viewers or your audience finds you. The algorithm is maximized so that you stay on the platform as long as possible, not necessarily watching your content. If it's not your content and they think somebody else is going to keep them on the platform longer, they'll switch from you and move to somebody else's content. So the algorithm is always working and churning to find out what content it can send you to keep you on the platform for the longest amount of time.
Yeah.
And sometimes that is to the detriment of creators that bring. So if I create a video about the Organates and they're talking about the next video they may show, maybe somebody totally different. It may not be another one of my videos. Even though I'm the one that brought you there, they'll go, oh, okay, well, Tab has a video about Jordan 3s, or Brian has a video about the 4s, so let's switch to Brian because we think Brian's going to hold them on the platform longer. Doesn't matter. So that's more of what the algorithm. Algorithm is all about platforms maximizing your time on their platform and really like psychologically basically tricking you to stay on their platform as long as possible. And
that's dope.
They do it from everybody else's feed. Everybody in here, we're all following each other, and they go, okay, he likes to watch video about Rode or audio equipment.
We need a good clip to keep them on our platform. So what are the best 5 sneakers coming out in the fourth quarter?
Oh gosh, I don't know the best 5 quarter.
Because we need some content to keep them on our platform now.
I was let's just do 5 sneakers that everyone should own. I would say 5 sneakers that everybody should own. One pair is a pair of Chuck Taylor, just because it's something that you can wear anywhere. A pair of Jordan 1s. Is this something that you can wear? You can dress them up.
Chucks,
Jordan 1s. A pair of Stan Smiths. Again, something you can dress up and dress down.
Yeah, I agree.
Let me see. What's number 4?
I don't own any, but I agree.
You don't own any Stan Smith?
Mm-mm.
Gotta get a pair of Stan Smiths, bro.
Yeah.
Gotta add Stan Smith to the collection. 4, probably like a beat up shoe, like a Spiridon or something like that. Something that you can just beat up, that you can just kind of wear. It's super comfy. And then the 5th one is kind of like your choice based on what you do. So if you're a football player, maybe it's a trainer. Or if you're a basketball player, it's a basketball shoe. Or if you're a soccer player, it's a soccer shoe. Or if you're a ballerina, it's something, whatever your physical activity is, you find something that kind of fits into that world for you. So like that one is your choice.
So I'm gonna be biased. I'm gonna go Jordan 3 because I love the silhouette. I love the
cement.
Black cement or white cement. I just love what it represents. It's just a cool sneaker.
Yeah.
When you see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, I really like the Prestos. Shout out to
that's a good one.
Toby Hatfield, who rocks a lot of the Prestos. Like he does the design, and
Toby designed the Nike Freeze.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'll go Prestos 2. 3, I would say I'm really digging the Sean Witherspoons.
Okay. Yeah.
The
corduroy joints.
Corduroy joints. I like those for some reason.
They're super clean.
The silhouette is an Air Max.
It's
right?
like an Air Max 9790 hybrid kind of thing. Yeah.
So I like those. Those are the number 3. Number 4, I'm going Nike and Jordan. Sorry, guys.
No. Sorry. It's what you like.
Well, I mean, bro, I'm being biased. I'm gonna go different. With this one. This sneaker it's a high price point. I wear it a lot on stage. I feel like this high-end brand did really well with, kind of looks like a Chuck, but it's not. I would say the Rick Owens low.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Rick Owens, you can't go wrong with Rick Owens, like the sneakers. Not the crazy ones with the
big giant
midsoles.
Yeah, midsoles sticking out on the back. Yeah.
No, I would say like they're just standard low top black with the white or beige whatever sole. And then number 5 would be I'm gonna go Concord 11s.
Patent leather. There you go. That's a good one.
I think our list would be similar because I would say 1s, 3s, 4s, 11s, and then the Kobe 5s.
Oh,
Kobe
I forgot
5 is a
about
good
the
one.
Grinches,
Yeah.
dude. I love the
Yeah.
Grinches.
Yeah, my Kobe 5, like Kobe's my all-time. Like I love MJ, but Kobe was my guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Shout out to Vanessa Bryant and Natalia and the kids.
Yeah.
Okay, last pair of sneakers. Can we do them?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. So these are super special to me. These were gifted to me by a really good friend of mine, and they are
See that
one
really
of
good
ones.
friend, that really good friend flex there. You hear that? You
Yeah.
see that?
Really good friend.
See that? Yeah.
When you open them, hand one to tap, and that way he can enjoy in the culture.
Size 12.
No, that's just a box. It's just the box.
Oh, it's just the boxes.
Okay.
Let's see if you know what they're from.
Oh,
Does this ring a bell?
This is interesting. So it's a pair.
Oh,
so
that's
it's
a flex.
It's a pair of blazers.
That is a flex. Like
Tab,
Mike,
you know what it
if
is.
I could be like Mike.
Is it really?
Those
Yo.
are from the film Like Mike. Those are the actual shoes from the film.
Bow Wow rock these,
No
right?
way.
Yeah.
Like Mike.
You can
if
even see
I
it on the
could
tongue.
be
You can see
like
the
Mike.
the faded marker on the inside of the tongue.
That's crazy.
So when Mike was in North Carolina, he was rocking these?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
he
Because
was rocking Adidas,
He was
right?
an
Converse.
Audi
Oh,
guy.
Converse.
he was
That's
he
right,
was in
that's right,
Converse
that's
when he was at
Converse.
North Carolina.
But he wanted to sign with Adidas.
The Audi, yeah.
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 That's
That's
this
crazy.
is super unique.
This is unique,
This is crazy.
for sure.
Well, I figured it's sports connection. We all love sports. Everybody liked the original Like Mike, right? And then
That's cool.
obviously.
These are definitely beaters. Like my son would rock these on a daily, bro. Beaters. He loves beaters.
When you guys see these shoes, what does it say to you guys? I know what it says to me, but what does it say to you guys when you see something like that that's kind of super unique? It's not like a grail of a sneaker. It's like, oh, it's the Tinker Hatfields that you had that he signed. You're like, oh my God, like that's.
Well, there's a story behind it.
Yeah.
And that Like Mike movie was a time period, you know, the fact that it was based on this kid got Michael Jordan's sneakers and he played basketball,
Yeah.
you know, with ultimate superhuman level of balling. You know, that's a story within itself. The fact that you got that, you know, that's dope. And the fact that you brought the Run DMC joints.
Yeah.
Like I really love that story because I remember Madison Square Garden and they put their Adidas up.
Oh, that's right.
And everybody put their Adidas up.
Yeah.
My Adidas.
Like that's such a moment.
It's a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a good one for you. 3 moments in film or television that were sneaker centric, that changed the game, that really put sneaker culture on the map.
That changed the game. I think the only one is Back to the Future. I think like
that's the only one.
I mean like I feel like that's the pinnacle moment.
Okay.
Back to the Future. Let me see. What's another sneaker moment in film and TV?
Why don't you back and forth? You give one, then he'll give another one.
Cool.
So he gave one, you give one now.
I'm gonna give you a moment that set the tone. Directed by Spike Lee. It was Mars Blackman.
Yes. Yeah.
Mars
Yeah,
Blackman.
Yeah.
He was rocking the trainers in the movie, but his co-star Esposito, Giancarlo Esposito, was rocking the 4s, the whites,
Yeah.
white cement 4s,
Yeah.
and this dude in a Larry Bird shirt had stepped on his 4s. He's like, "Yo, you just stepped on my Jordans," and the Air Jordan. Spike Lee was doing a commercial for Air Jordan in the movie, basically, because it was written, the dialogue was written for that moment.
It was at the time when him and MJ were doing commercials together.
Yeah. So
that's
mine.
a super unique one.
Right.
Trying to think of another one. I'm trying to think of a non-Jordan one because it seems like those stick out. But I mean, the first one that comes to mind right now is Space Jam with the 11s, just the cartoon
Classic.
Like it's just like it's such a there's such a pivotal part of that movie. And I'm trying to think of a non-Jordan one.
I got a one that is not Jordan. That's an old school classic. That's a hip hop freaking classic. The Last Dragon. Kiss my Converse.
Oh.
Jonah.
Yes,
Yeah.
bro. Kiss my Converse.
You got to be a certain age to know that film.
That's
though,
why I
The
said
Last
it's a
Dragon.
throwback. It's a throwback.
Yeah.
But that iconic Kiss my Converse.
Yeah.
And he's rocking those Chucks.
What
That was
about
pretty
Forrest Gump?
I literally that was gonna be
Is
my
that what you're-
third
yeah,
one. That was
with
gonna be
the
my third
Cortez?
one. Forrest
Nike
Gump and the
Cortez?
Cortez.
Yeah.
running around the Cortez.
Because Marty McFly's rocking the Cortez too before he got the mag.
Oh, that's right. He sure was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
I'll give you another one, and I always go to this because this show, ladies and gentlemen, is called Taboo's Comics and Kicks, where we highlight superheroes, comic books, and sneaker culture. One of the most newest animated feature films that highlighted all three.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's good. I didn't even think about that.
I missed it.
God, was it not what's
Miles
the,
Morales.
Miles Morales? Not, but I'm sure it's not this amazing
Multiverse.
Multiverse. Multiverse. Because he had
Spider-Man.
ones.
He had the ones.
He had the ones on in the
comic book, Spider-Man, and the action figure was dope too.
But you could say Batman too with the sixes.
Yes, there's another one.
Yeah, but it wasn't as prominent though.
Yeah, it wasn't like
prominent,
it was like a lore.
If you knew, you knew.
If
though.
you knew, you knew kind of thing.
Yes,
yeah.
I
It wasn't
agree.
like in Spider-Man where it was like obvious that he was wearing ones.
That's true.
True,
Yeah.
but yeah, you're right though.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of moments like that. There's a Star Trek episode where Tuvok is wearing tens.
Oh wow,
Him and his trainees are wearing tens as they're going through like the Jeffrey tubes, which is super
that's
random.
kind of nerdy. I like that.
Yeah, and then there's shout
out to Star Trek.
This Star Trek Next Voyager. In Voyager, in the episode that the Rock is on, I think either he's wearing flight posits or 7 of 9 is wearing flight posits in that episode. Cool. Like just random, like you just randomly see it. You're like, wait, those are flight posits. Like, what are they? It's so random. And then I randomly saw the Tuvok in the tens because I was just happened to be like watching reruns one night. Like, and they were calling through the Jeffries tube, and like all of them, it was like 5 people. They were just like, I was like, are they wearing tens? Yeah. Like pause it, rewind. I was like, oh, okay, all right.
That's cool.
I'm gonna go TV.
Okay.
And we talked about him earlier. And I feel like Jordan was just feeding him at the time that Jordan really wasn't as like everywhere.
Yeah.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, yeah. Will Smith.
Fresh Prince was wearing them a ton. Martin was wearing Jordans.
The first time I saw the Grapes was with
Will
Fresh
Smith.
Prince.
Was
He's
Fresh
rocking
Prince.
them on a cover.
Yeah.
Are you working on anything new? Anything new that we should be aware of?
No, nothing crazy is happening now. Just focusing on the golf stuff and really trying to grow that space, and then still doing the sneaker stuff, and then just trying different things. Like I saw this thing today and it hit me kind of hard about it's not that you have writer's block, is that you're failed to let people see you try. And so I was like, damn, just tag me in it next time.
I got a good one.
just DM it to me.
Yeah, just tag me.
So I got a good one for you, and I think I want to end with this one. I try to come up with something that is meaningful, but also has like a cool tie-in to our storytellers. And I thought about the 3 ships, and I'm not talking about the Nina, the Santa Maria, and the Virgin. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about ownership, owning your story. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about stewardship, caring for people, compassionate, speaking words that build, not break. And the last ship that I'm talking about is leadership, service to people, stepping up, getting involved, and affecting positive change. Those are my 3 ships in life.
Love that. That's awesome, man.
That's dope.
Yeah. The way to do it.
My brother, I'm honored to call you a friend. Learned so much about you. I want to continue building with you on possibilities. I don't know do you ever do Complex Con?
Yeah. I'll be there. It's October, I think.
25th.
October 25th. Yeah, I'll be out there. Yeah.
So my dream, and I'm gonna put it out to the universe, ladies and gentlemen. My dream is next year to have a tentpole event at Comic-Con from the comics and collectible space, but to also be visible and have visibility at Complex Con from the sneaker world. Oh, maybe there's a way that we can partner up or do something really cool, collaborative thing.
Let's work on it.
You know what I mean? We can work ideas. Maybe there's a performance that we can do, something that will propel you, because I know that you are deep in the music side, but you're also part of the sneaker culture world. But I want to be able to just give back and do my part as a sneakerhead, as an advocate for storytelling, and as a fan of yours. So thank you for being on the show, my brother.
Thank you for having me on the show. Thank you.
That's right, y'all. It's Taboo Nawasha, and I hope you enjoyed geeking out with me and going straight into geek mode. For more information, for more videos, subscribe, like, and comment. Share it with your friends. Much love. There it is. Comics and Kicks.